Greetings. My name is Stanley Noffsinger, and I'm the General Secretary of the Church of the Brethren. Our nation is struggling to respond to violence and terrorism in Paris, Lebanon, Syria, Nigeria, South Sudan, and elsewhere around the world. However, I am troubled by the hateful rhetoric that seeks to demonize Muslim neighbors and friends. More deeply troubling is the fact that so much of the language is coming from those of us who are part of the Christian tradition. Throughout the gospel, Jesus implores us to love the Lord our God and to love our neighbor as yourself. In Luke, however, a scholar of the law challenges and presses Jesus further by asking, "Who is my neighbor?" Jesus' response is the parable of the Good Samaritan. You see, a priest and a Levite ignore the man lying alongside of the road to Jericho, but a Samaritan, a cultural and religious outcast, stops and bandages the man's wounds and finds him lodging, which eventually leads to his recovery. Equating radical Islamic ideology with a Muslim faith misinterprets and muddies Christ's message with fear. We must resist the temptations fear elicits, holding strong to faith in the redemptive power of Christ. Suffering knows no religion. As the conflicts around the world escalate, our mercy and compassion must not be selective. Refusing to aid those fleeing violence and injustice, especially on the basis of religion, likens us to the priest and the Levite who ignored the dying man on the road to Jericho. Giving in to words that demean Muslims betrays our belief that everyone is a child of God. But there is a word of hope. God still wills wholeness and unity for God's people. Jeremiah writes, "I will fulfill to you my promise and bring you back to this place. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord, plans for welfare or shalom and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope." May that be the message that comes from our hearts and our tradition as we move into the season of celebrating the Prince of Peace, a message of hope, a message of the future. Thank you.